This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Number 8 means new beginning. So this is the last video of the damn day, dog. Before I get on this flight to head from New York to Seattle, and then from Seattle to Anchorage, man. But on to the damn video, man. Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder, dog. Woo, woo. This man called out a lot of people, boy. He said he both took the negative and he took the positive out of the Tyson Fury and the Anthony Joshua situation. The fact that they want to be my buddy and me 2.0. My buddy and me 2.0. My buddy and me 2.0. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. And like the Tibetan Mastiff that I am, I apply what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts pipes, folks. It bursts the damn pipes, man. People love when I'm refreshed. That means I get to pop out these videos like I'm cooking in a damn oven, dog. Hey, that He Knows the Sport kitchen, dog. You can't stand in it. Get the hell out, man. That's Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. He took the negativity like, damn, the both of them want to spar each other. That's weak. But he took the positivity of, that means they understand that I'm the real killer at the heavyweight division. That's the truth of the fact of the matter. See, I told you guys have to do a parody of this with Superman 2, right? It has to take multiple Supermen to try to nullify the Superman. Let me say it again. It tries to take multiple Supermen to try to nullify the Superman. Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder is the Superman. He is the Sub-Zero. He is the common denominator. And what Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury are doing, even though we know that they are rivals, right? They're supposedly rivals. They're trying to work together so that they could try to dethrone Deontay Wilder, because they understand that he is the guy that sits at top of the heavyweight division. This is what I was trying to tell you guys, man. They understand the fear factor that's associated with Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder. Because remember, you have not one, but you have 2 seconds, dog. Let me say it again. You have not one, but you have 2 seconds to not blink. And that right sledgehammer hits you, man. Just ask Luis Ortiz. He said, I didn't even see that punch coming. Because when I saw Deontay Wilder doing that underwater training, I knew it was over for Luis Ortiz. That was the nullifier, man. That was the common denominator counter he had for Luis Ortiz's counter punching, to beat it with a snappy, speedy right. And obviously it worked, because Luis Ortiz kept coming in, he kept coming in, he kept coming in. And Deontay Wilder timed that bad boy and got him out of there, man. Anyone that gets hit with that right hand, you are falling. Go look at the memes. Go look at the reactions from all fighters, celebrities, everyone. They're like, man, Deontay Bronze Bomber Wilder, dog, that hand that he has, it's otherworldly. It's not even from this planet. This is why I laugh and I scoff at people that try to compare their power to his. Even Gervonta Tank Davis, who I like, his power is nowhere near Deontay Wilder, because Gervonta Tank Davis has to keep hitting you. Deontay Wilder, you just have one, at most 2 seconds, dog. You as the fighter have to be perfect for 12 rounds, not him. That's the difference, man. This is what makes this guy unreal. You heard George Foreman, formerly the hardest hitting heavyweight. He told you, man, Deontay Wilder hits even harder than me, because I actually had to throw my whole soul and everything at you. I had to throw the whole train at you. Deontay Wilder just grazes you, and he's able to do in grazing you what I have to do when I throw everything at you and the kitchen sink. So that's the separation of the power. This is why I'm laughing. Tyson Fury is a guy that's mentally lapsed. You could see that, because he got the equivalent of 3 car crashes in the first fight against Deontay Wilder. He was saved by a 14.06 second reprieve, man. We've never heard this before in the sport. This is why I'm laughing when people say, oh, Tyson Fury won the first press conference. No, he didn't. You got to be a classic donor and a troglodyte to think that. You have to be a Rudy Poo and a Plum Plum brain. You have to be an ultra fanboy with the ultra fanboy rhetoric to think that Deontay Wilder lost the talks in the first press conference. Because Tyson Fury has Deontay Wilder living rent and space free in his head and soaking up all the damn AC. Let me say it again. Deontay Wilder is living rent and space free in Tyson Fury's head, soaking up all the damn AC. Tyson Fury is officially a fighter who is a shell of himself. This was made evident after their first squabble. Deontay Wilder is unquestionably and unequivocally the man at the heavyweight division. He moves the thumb and the needle at the heavyweight division, just like he knows the sport moves the thumb and the needle on YouTube. Let me say it again. Deontay Wilder moves the thumb and the needle at the heavyweight division, just like he knows the sport moves the thumb and the needle on YouTube. Because he, in the heavyweight division, you know what he does? He bomb squads you, man. And he knows the sport keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. And he knows the sport keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. And like he told Anthony Joshua, keep that same energy, dog. Let me say it again. Keep that same energy. Right now, I'm focusing on Tyson Fury. When I KO power stoppage him, because that's what Deontay Wilder said, when he knocks him out, let's see if you keep that same energy. Because like Deontay Wilder said, he's always so able to be verbal. He's always so able to run his mouth and talk when I have a fight going on. But then in between fights, when I don't have a fight, he's a quiet mouse, right? That's what I like about Deontay Wilder. He hits the thumb and he hits the needle in cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat, truth-telling fashion. Just the fact that these two have to feel that they need to work together and they're bona fide enemies, and the fact that these two understand that Deontay Wilder is the common denominator that will single-handedly retire them as heavyweights, they're afraid. And they're showcasing this by wanting to spar one another. This is about the most Rudy Poo and Plum Ray stuff. This is about as bad as Gypsy King fanboy saying, and they did this in wishful thinking. I think that Tyson Fury won the first press conference. If you have to have wishful thinking and think, then you know you already lost. It's like Sun Tzu, aka Art of War. You know what I'm saying? The battle was lost before the war already began. If you have to think about it, that means you already lost the battle before the war already started. Because those who are playing super chess and are grandmasters like a Deontay Wilder or he knows the sport, you don't have to think. If you speak and you believe, then you shall receive. Let me say it again. If you speak that thing and believe the thing, then you shall receive it and it shall come to pass. So February 22nd, Deontay Wilder has spoken into existence that he will stop Tyson Fury in quicker fashion via the right super commitment power hand. You know why? Because he spoke it, he believed it, and he received it, and therefore it shall come to pass. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.